Hey everyone, Fuzzy here, and welcome back to part 2 of my Demonbrandt kills only run of Demon Souls. So this is where the run really begins. This will be the first time I've used Demonbrandt as a weapon against any enemy. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Well, it easily one-shot those guys with an R2. Killing those was a lot easier with Demonbrandt than it is with fists, that's for sure. It's a big, heavy weapon though. I'm normally into fast weapons, but one R2 takes more than half of my current level of stamina, so I'll have to be really careful with pacing my swings, I guess. But in this run I'm using a shield and I can hold it to block these enemies and then just clobber them with an R2. So that's pretty cool. A quick test of its range. Didn't quite reach him from that distance. Still has pretty good distance on it though. Let's see what a backstab's like. Alright, so I think running through this level with Demonbrandt at its base level, at its base damage level, is actually going to be quite easy. I don't really see too many enemies standing up to this sword, as long as I pace myself properly, because it does bleed my stamina like really fast. But yeah, so far so good. I think like my fist only run, I'll complete as much of the game as possible in terms of killing all of the enemies and exploring all of the areas, but I won't be completing things like white world tendency events, and yeah, mainly after the pure black world tendency events that specifically increase the damage of Demonbrandt, so I will be working towards killing those 5 named black NPCs that spawn in each world. One spawns in each of the 5 worlds when you get that world to pure black tendency. But apart from that, I won't be worrying about completing any other tendency events in this run. I really want to just play through, kill everything with Demonbrandt, and see what Demonbrandt's like when it's fully maxed out in your first run of the game. That's kind of cool, I think, to do. And nobody's done that before as far as I'm aware, so doubly cool in that respect. Blocking and clobbering is actually pretty satisfying. I can get into this, even though I prefer fast weapons. I can get into this. Oh, I definitely like that move. Dodge forward and R1. Does a somersault and then a kind of a reverse spin with the sword. You kind of feel like you're doing a low sweeping kick in martial arts or something. That's a very cool move. I like that. That reach is something else. After doing a fist only run and coming straight into this, it is so strange to have like 1.5 meters reach on every attack. right now I'm going to head straight to the Red-Eye Knight that's guarding Old King Durand's mausoleum entrance. I left him alive at the end of getting Demonbrandt, but I really want to go and see how Demonbrandt fares against that knight. I have a feeling it will massacre him. So I'll do that first before I do anything else, but I'm still going to kill everything along the way. I'm going to collect every item in the level 2, but there are no stones of ephemeral eyes in this area. The first stones available are in the next area on the way to the Tower Knight boss. There's 2 stones in the next area that you can get, but there's none here, so yeah, I'm still going to pick up all the items, but what I really want more than anything else are stones of ephemeral eyes so that I can convert myself to body form and turn worlds to pure black by dying over and over. But can't do that here yet, that's for later. Alright, that's the way to the Red-Eyed Knight clear. This will be interesting. I have a feeling it's going to go badly for the Red-Eyed Knight. I tried to do a backstab there, but it didn't work. There we go. He's a pretty tough enemy, this guy. I thought that might have killed him in one hit, but no. Wow, he's not doing anything apart from making me dizzy. Come on, dude. Oh my god. Finally. And another one. So that was very easy. One thing's for sure, Demonbrandt at its base damage level is kick-ass for early game, if you get it early game like I have. Nope, Old King Durand has nothing else to say. Alright, moving on. And what's interesting here is I actually don't have the stats yet to wield Demonbrandt properly. I have to complete this whole area, kill the Phalanx boss, then go to the Nexus and unlock the ability to upgrade my stats, at which point I'll be able to upgrade strength and dexterity. Otherwise, until then, I'm using Demonbrandt at a diminished capacity. Oh. I don't think I'll make this an armorless run either. So if I can find some armor I like, I will definitely wear armor in this run. I think there's some armor down near where the cling ring is found. Maybe that armor will be the armor I'll wear. I think that's light armor. I don't want to wear heavy armor, but some nice light armor will spice things up a bit. Definitely a bit different getting used to a playstyle without fists. After playing through with fists only, range is different, damage is different. Basically, this is a whole new playstyle for me. I never really use weapons like this, heavy weapons that do big damage but are slow, cumbersome, and use a lot of stamina. So this is a new style of play for me. I'm still getting used to it, to be honest, but kind of like it. Alright, now we have the Queen Ring, and I think the Ragged armor set is here as well. But so far, this is pretty much easy mode. I mean, it's not entirely easy to get Demonbrandt without doing any kills, but once you get it, starting the game with it is... yeah, I feel invincible, actually. I think I'll wear these old ragged robes. I don't mind the look of them. I mean, they're not the prettiest armor set in the game, but they're lightweight and they're kind of cool. They kind of suit my character. Unfortunately, there's no helm here, so there's no full set here. The full set includes the 3-cornered hat, but to get that, I'll have to go to Prison of Hope first. Still, I'll wear all 3 pieces that are available for now. Maybe change it up later, depending on really how I look. Not too interested in what the armor can actually do, more in how it looks. But I'm tired of running around naked all the time, so yeah, I'm going to wear armor in this run. And now I know those enemies stay dead. They don't respawn. So they're only there as part of a Strava's quest. They're not standard enemies. Oh. The exploding barrels got me. Did not expect that. I'd like this armor set more if it didn't have that bag on the back. I don't really like the bag. Don't really like the streamer looking things dangling around my legs either. They're kind of distracting, if I'm honest. I still can't get over the range. It's such a different feeling after playing Fists to be able to kill something from meters away. It feels like miles away.
Good day to you. Mostly stolen, but who's telling me?
That looks okay, but 9.6 weight, it's too heavy. I don't want to wear heavy armor, so I won't be buying. In fact, I probably won't buy any armor from any vendors. I'll just find armor if I'm going to wear different armor. I don't really want to spend my souls on buying armor. I mean, if I see something really cool and I can't help myself, then yeah, but probably not. Probably won't do that. I was wondering if these guys would respawn since the other guys didn't respawn, but yeah, these are standard enemies, not a part of Strava's quest line. One thing's for sure, wielding this uses a lot of stamina, so I will be putting souls into building my stamina as a priority, although initially I can't. Initially I'll have to prioritize putting souls into stats that make Demonbrandt wieldable, so that's strength and dexterity. And I also want to put souls into building my vitality as well. The higher my vitality, I learnt in my previous run, the more willing I am to take risks, such as trying to learn to parry certain enemies and so on. So once I do upgrade my strength and dexterity, vitality and endurance will be pretty much all I put my souls into. There'll be no need to put my souls into anything else, at least that I can think of right now, because Demonbrandt can't be leveled up with souls or stats. The only way to level it up is to kill named black phantoms, one in each world, once each world is at pure black. And that's it, no other way. So you can only level Demonbrandt up 5 times in a single playthrough with 5 Black Phantom NPCs, named Black Phantoms that is. And you have to kill them too. You can't poison them or make them fall off or anything like that. So to level up Demonbrandt, I have to physically kill each of those Black Phantom NPCs. Wow. Killing both of those from 300 miles away with one hit. This is so different to doing fists. I mean, I've said it over and over, but I'm kind of spinning out a bit how much easier it is. It's also a breath of fresh air having every attack actually connect with the enemies. With fists, every second attack or every third attack seems to just go straight through them half the time. So this feels like really great. I've also just realised I forgot to drop down and grab the crossbow from beneath where the first fog door is, so I'll have to double back to get that later. Man, I was trying to get a backstab on him for so long. That was way harder than I expected. I feel like the backstab positioning is different with Demonbrandt than it is with fists. Maybe fists because you're always getting up and close and personal, it feels easier or something. I don't know. I just feel like backstab positioning is slightly changed. I mean, I could be tripping, but it does feel that way. The swinging arc on this makes it really difficult. I had to put myself in danger there, but I'm going to have to get used to that swinging arc because in tight enclosed places, that's going to make it pretty difficult to hit enemies. You know, I just realized how cool it is that that building is on fire over there. The dragon, the blue dragon, staring at it from where it's currently perched. So the little touches like that that make this so cool. I'll look at it through the brass telescope if I can. Nope. Wall's in the way. Maybe I can at least look at the dragon itself through the brass telescope. That's cool. And where that dragon is where the Ring of Great Strength is, which I'll be trying to get in a minute. Oh, that's hilarious. I did not expect both of those enemies to die then. Getting used to this range is cracking me up. It's just so easy compared to the range of fists. I feel like I'm being spoiled. The trick here is to lure the red dragon to the bridge, and then while the red dragon's flying away, to run up top there and grab those items. One of those items is the Ring of Great Strength, which I'm hoping will help me wield Demonbrandt without having to put any more points into stats, at least while I'm here in this first area. You know, I feel like that could make a good thumbnail for the video. Wonder if I can photo mode through the brass telescope. I can, but I can't move the camera. So the brass telescope freezes the camera in place. Only way to get a thumbnail for the video is to put the brass telescope away. Not that it makes much of a difference. The camera's not going forward very far. Anyway, expect to see that as the thumbnail of the video. Now I have to lure the red dragon over here and then run back and try and collect those items. Never done that before, so this will be interesting. That's probably all I need to do in order to go over and collect those items, but I want to lure the dragon to burn all of these guys first. I have to deal with running past all of these guys on the bridge. I want them to get burned. Whenever you want, dragon. In your own time. Where the hell is it? There it is, but now I have to back off because of this dude. Timing. Alright, try again. I think the dragon's taking the day off. Just doesn't want to get involved. Where is it? I'm pretty sure if I just took my eye off the screen, it would turn up in that instant and fry me. There it is. Now, maybe this time. I went too far. Of course I did. Man, this dragon does not want to do my bidding. Alright, I'll have to get closer and... maybe this time. Where is the dragon? Okay, finally. This time for sure. Alright. Just don't get me. Okay. Alright, now I should be able to run and get the ring. If I hurry. Now I know it's going to turn up again. I'll have to listen for it. See what I can pick up. I can hear it, so I'm out of here. I don't want to get fried by lingering. Yeah, there it is. I probably had time to pick up another item or two there. But I guess I'll have to lure it to the bridge again. None of those items were the ring that I was after. So yeah, I think I'll have to lure it to the bridge over and over until I can pick up all of those items. Alright, I can see it, so let's see if I can get to an item without having to wait for it to be all the way to the bridge. Hopefully it's just flying to the bridge and not straight back here. Oh, and I can hear it's there already again, so I've got to get out of here. And I did not get the ring there either, so I'll have to do this again. It's going to be quite tight, actually, running all the way up to that blue dragon to get those final items. I was hoping I'd picked it up there and didn't realise, but no, I have to go all the way up and grab those final items. That's going to be quite tight. I probably have to lure the dragon a little bit more out than I did before. I mean, that was a little bit more than what I did before. Hopefully that should be enough. Flame resistance ring. I didn't know that was here, and I had to bail because I could hear it again. Alright, so this is taking a fair bit of time, but I should only need to do one more run, and that last item must be the Ring of Great Strength. It must be. It's so far. Can it hit me with that tail? I hope not. Alright. Oh, almost off the edge. I have it. So if I equip this, does that mean... I'll be able to get more damage out of Demonbrandt. You get 50% more equipment weight capacity with this ring, I believe. No, no change at all. So that therefore means the bonus is dependent on you having all the stats. So it doesn't matter that I got the ring after all, because I also need to upgrade my dexterity to 14 to be able to wield it. So yeah, if you don't have all the stats, you're not getting the sword's base damage level. So that's a bit of a bummer, but you know, it could also mean I could keep the ring on later if I don't have enough souls to put into strength, and if I upgrade my dexterity, it should give me the ability to wield the sword in full. Although after the Phalanx, I'll probably just put stats into strength anyway, because I won't want to be dependent on wearing the Ring of Great Strength to be able to wield it. So yeah, probably won't even use that ring after all. Now I've been playing for 30 minutes already so far, and normally what I would do is stop and pause and save out that video and then start another video. I like to keep these to be between 20 and 30 minutes at most, but this being the first area and I'm nearing the Phalanx boss, I think I might just break with my tradition and complete this whole thing from start to finish, no matter how long it takes, just to get this first area over and done with in one video. It'll probably make it way too long, but yeah, I'm just going to go with that for now. I'll do future videos in smaller chunks, but yeah, I just want this whole area in one run, one chunk without stopping. To give you an idea, when I'm recording these, I have a timer running. I record with Action 4, which is really good recording software for screen capture. And it has a timer that shows you how long your video's been going, and I pretty much watch that timer while I'm playing, and when it gets over the 20-minute mark, I usually try to pick a spot where I can pause and save that video out before continuing on with whatever gameplay I'm doing. And the reason I do that is I don't like to run the risk of playing on and on and on and having big video files accumulating, because if something goes wrong, if there's a crash or anything, you can lose like everything. So I like to know that, you know, the last 20 minutes to 30 minutes of my gameplay has been saved and it's all safe before I keep going on. But yeah, this one will probably be a 50-minute or so video, I think, by the end of it, with what I want to do in it. And even though that's pretty long, I think for this first area, I'm just going to go with that. Probably means nobody will watch it, so if you're watching this, thank you. But yeah. Get rid of those fire bombs. I won't be throwing any fire bombs at the Phalanx. I have to do Demonbrandt only kills in this run. That's the challenge. Also don't need to keep that pine resin either. Demonbrandt is a weapon with magic on it, so any weapon like that you can't actually apply effects to, so I can't apply fire effects to it, which will really suck against enemies that are weak to fire, but that's just the way it is. The sword is the sword, as it is, out of the box. Can't be buffed in any other way. Well, it's good to know Demonbrandt one-shots those little hoplites. That will make the Phalanx fight a lot easier. Have a feeling this Phalanx fight's not going to go for 20 minutes like it did in my fist-only run. Alright, that's the map clear and I'm at the Phalanx boss fight, but before I do that, I just need to double back and quickly grab the crossbow that I forgot earlier. It'll only take a second. There we go. I won't use that at all. This is a Demonbrandt kills only run, but... Oh. Dude. I didn't know he was still there. Anyway, now it's just time to head back to the boss. If you don't know much about this boss, basically the boss itself is weak. The only power it has comes from the fact that it has a swarm of hoplites surrounding it. They spear you and throw spears at you. With fists, this is a bit of a nightmare. It takes like 20 minutes to do, fist only. But with Demonbrandt one-shotting these hoplites, this should not take long at all. I possibly could just focus on the boss and ignore the hoplites, but they can still spear you and mess you up, so I think I'll clear a few of the hoplites first. And then see what Demonbrandt does to the boss. I expect it's going to obliterate it pretty quickly. The hoplites can drop materials, so it is kind of worth killing them all before you attempt to kill the boss. I don't know what those materials can be used to upgrade, to be honest though, but in this run I'm using a shield and I will be upgrading a shield. Maybe this one initially, which is the heater shield. I kind of like this shield, but later on when I get the adjudicator shield I'll probably use that because it has regenerative powers, passive healing. Or I might even try the purple flame shield since that's meant to be pretty good too and I've never really used it. But either way, it's worth killing all these hoplites before you kill the boss, just to have the chance of the resources they drop. But that said, the boss is exposed now. Let's see what we can do. Not as much damage as I thought, but still pretty decent. It took something like 60 odd backstabs on old King Durand to get Demonbrandt, and it's not super easy to get it without killing any enemies beforehand, but I have to say starting this whole area off with Demonbrandt has pretty much trivialized this area. It's been really, really easy. I could easily kill the boss now, but I think I'll just clean up these hoplites in case they drop something that I might be able to use. Oh, he did. I'll come back and get that. I think 2 hits and the Phalanx will be done. With Demonbrandt, barely broke a sweat. Alright, now it's time to go back to the Nexus and speak to the Monumental, who will open up all of the Archstones, enabling me to travel to any world that I want. I can also, once I've done that, level up my stats. I'll probably go with Vitality, Endurance, Strength, and Dexterity. I have to put 2 points into Dexterity as a minimum to be able to wield Demonbrandt. Probably put 4 into Strength so that I can one-hand Demonbrandt without wearing a ring, and the rest will go into Vitality and Endurance. I'll probably do that spread. I'll have a look in a minute. There's also a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes up near where the Monumental is, so I want to make sure I grab that. And in my fist only run, I left it till like 3/4 of the way through the game before I dropped off the ledge up top down to some souls. So I think I'll grab those right now, early on in the game, because there's only 800 souls there, so they're really only useful now, not later. I have to be sure not to fall and die though, because I do not want to be put into soul form. I only want to die in human form out in the world, not in the Nexus. If I die in human form in the Nexus, then I'm going to be wasting my Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, and I do not want to waste them. First though, I'll go to the Monumental, talk to him, unlock the Archstones, and then grab the Stone of Ephemeral Eyes from up here as well.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons. I am one of the Monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is a tale I wish to tell you. Once, we too a scourge of demons faced.
Alright, now the Archstones are unlocked. I'll grab the Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, and after that, I'll grab the pack of souls that is sitting on the ledge.
The old one back to its slumber, and seal it away for all eternity. If not, a deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to bear this burden? Yes, we are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The old one, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
That item on the right, that's the stone. Alright, that's the first Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. The next one won't be obtainable until the next area on the way to the Tower Knight. Well, actually, there is another one I can get right here, but I'll get that later. It relies on me being online rather than playing offline, and it's up the very top in the Pantheon area. But I'll get that later when I quit the game and reload the game in online mode in order to get it. Otherwise, you can't get up to the Pantheon while in offline mode to get that stone. So that's for later. And now I need to drop down to get the souls that are here. I'm pretty comfortable to do this. I've never died doing this. Even in my fist only run, which was a no death run, I did this 3/4 of the way through the game without even worrying about it. As long as you're careful here, you can't really fall off. I mean, you can fall off, but if you're really careful and you do it the way I'm going to do here, it's pretty safe. I definitely don't want to fall off though. If I were to fall off and die and resurrect into soul form now, that would really suck. It would be a waste of a stone of ephemeral eyes at some point. But yeah. See, it's pretty easy. Renowned warrior soul. So I think that's about 800 souls, which is meaningless later in the game, but it's more useful now. And now I'm good to level up some stats. I'm just going to use all these souls now. I don't think any of these will be needed for upgrading my shield, whatever shield I decide to upgrade. I'll look that up later on and make sure I'm not wasting any souls that I need for that. But for now, I'm just going to use everything
Brave
I've got.
soul, for whom death is no fear. Prithee, lull the old one back to its ancient slumber. What is it? Seekest thou the power of souls? Of course. After all, thou requirest strength. Go ahead. Touch the demon inside me. Let these vagabond souls become thine own. Soul of the mind.
Okay, so I definitely need 14 dexterity in order to wield Demonbrandt. I think Demonbrandt only needs 12 faith, so I think I've got enough faith already.
So the world
I have 14 strength, and
I shall await thy
Demonbrandt needs 18, I think, in order to
here for thee, and thee
wield it, but I'm not really sure how the Ring of Great Strength affects that, so let me just see if that changes any of the stats here. Okay, that's confusing because with the Ring of Great Strength on, which gives me 50% extra strength, that should take me to 18, and with dexterity at 14, my right weapon attack power should be higher than that. So I don't really know what the Ring of Great Strength is actually doing. I mean, maybe it's not reflected on this screen. Maybe this screen is just coded to reflect only your actual base stats with no rings. But if I increase my strength there, you can see my right weapon attack power definitely goes up to what it should be. So yeah, I might just have to ignore the Ring of Great Strength, put 18 into strength, 14 into dexterity, and the rest into endurance and vitality maybe. Probably should do that anyway, given that I don't really want to be dependent on the Ring of Great Strength, even if it does work like I thought it worked, because there'll be other rings that I would prefer to wear, as well as the Thief Ring. Rings like the Sodden Ring or the Regenerator's Ring. Definitely will want to be wearing other rings. So, and I don't think I need 14 in faith. I can't think of any reason why I need more faith than 13. I think 13 is all the faith I'll need for this entire run. So I don't think I need to increase that. I can't see any stat reason for that, so I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I think I'll go with 18 strength, 14 dexterity, and then the balance in endurance. Maybe a little bit in vitality and endurance. And from there, after this, I should be able to just put stats into vitality and endurance. So I think I'm happy with that. And my right weapon attack power will go to 240. That's the physical damage as well as the magical damage. So that's going to be pretty good early game.
Art thou finished?
Alright, let's have a look at the Ring of Great Strength.
May thy strength help the world.
Raises equipment weight limit. I thought that would affect what you could wield, but maybe it is just purely your equipment weight level, enabling you to maybe wear heavy armor and carry a heavy shield. but doesn't actually affect the base stats for strength required to wield weapons. That does seem to be the case. So not a ring that I'm going to bother with. I won't need it. It doesn't do anything for me.
Fell victim to the demons, but I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to learn.
The other ring I was thinking might help me is the Ring of Herculean Strength. You can get that from Stockpile Thomas right here. To get it, you need to find the Jade Ornament, which is on the ground near the Ragged Robe, so I've already picked that up in my run through the Gates of Boletaria. To give it to him though, you have to have it in your inventory and you have to talk to him. So that's what I'll do now, but all it does I think is raise item discovery, so that's... Despite the titles of these rings, the Ring of Great Strength and the Ring of Herculean Strength, they don't really do anything except enable you to carry more items or carry more equipment, basically. So if you don't care about that, then you won't care about these rings. It would be cool to use the purple flame shield. It might be a bit heavy though for my liking. I'll just have a look at its stats. So yeah, minus 64, showing I can't really wield it properly, although the attribute requirements show 22 in strength and it's not a red number. I don't know what that's about. That kind of... It should be a red number where you don't meet the stat requirements. But it definitely showed that the... Yeah, so I don't meet the stat requirements. Oh, and now the number is red and 22. Yeah, I don't know why it was white a minute ago. There really was no reason for that. Maybe, I think it was just a glitch. Either way, the minus 64 bonus didn't change. So with the Ring of Great Strength on, it kind of... Maybe the game just got reset. I don't know. I don't know what was happening there. If I put the Ring of Great Strength on, you'd think that would have given me a white stat and not a red stat. But in both cases, the bonus is minus 64 and I don't have the stats to effectively wield it. So I don't really know what was happening there, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to use the purple flame shield. I mean, it'd be cool. I can roll with it and... Kind of cool, but... Yeah, too heavy for my liking. Even if the Ring of Great Strength made it that I could wield it, I don't want to be dependent on that ring, so I'm not going to use it.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch. You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Yeah, I think pretty much... I mean, I need to talk to Stockpile Thomas to get him to give me the Ring of Herculean Strength, but pretty much I'm only going to wield Demonbrandt and whatever shield works with my current stats as they are. From here on, I'm only going to put stats into Vitality and Endurance. I certainly need Endurance because Demonbrandt just rips through your stamina when you attack with it. And also, the higher your Endurance, the more your shields can tank. I must be doing something wrong. I've forgotten how to trigger him to give me that ring, but I don't really care about the ring, so I'll just talk to this guy and move on.
Have you met the last surviving Monumental? Those fools revived the old one on a whim. And now, they've trapped us here in the Nexus in a desperate attempt to undo their mistake. It's all a travesty, if you ask me.
Alright, so Demonbrandt is now fully wieldable. 130 physical damage and 110 magic damage. My next goal is to obtain enough Stone of Ephemeral Eyes to be able to turn a world pure black. The only world I can really do that to right now, right from the start, would be Island's Edge. Because if I turn that to pure black right at the start, one of the first named Black Phantoms will appear right at the start. So to get those Stones of Ephemeral Eyes, the easiest way will be to go to the Tower Knight and kill him, there's 2 stones along the way, which will give me 3. And the 4th will be up in the Pantheon. So when I come back to the Nexus after that, I can go into online mode and grab that 4th. And that should be enough stones to turn Island's Edge pure black right from the start and get a very early kill on the first named Black Phantom in the list of 5. So that's going to be cool. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll head to the Lord's Path now, make my way to the Tower Knight, kill him, and then do all of that. So thanks for watching. This has been an absurdly long part, but I'll make the future parts shorter. I'll see you in the next one anyway. Bye for now.